by the way.
We're live. Go ahead, when we're live.
Oh, we are live. What's up, Twitch, YouTube, the whole world? What is going on? We're back with the third podcast tonight, and we're here with the Wasted, the man that controls everything. We're here with iMuff, the other man that controls some things as well. And new to the group is Devaney from Devaney Interactive. She's the hippest mom on YouTube. And then you got me, Ronan. That's me. And we're back. And look at this, the crew. You see that? That's us, the crew. So,
yeah.
All right.
That's pretty sick.
Go ahead.
I like the glow on that. I like the glow on that.
Glowed up.
Sexy. I love glow.
That's sexy.
Shout out for Timmy Trockett because he's the first one in there. What's up, Timmy?
We got Final Tab being second here. Okay, guys, you guys want to talk about Medal of Honor Beta? What do you think
Medal
about
of
that?
Honor Beta. So, have we all played this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I actually threw out a video today on it. Little quick review. Yeah. So.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
Oh,
link it.
Oh wait, I can't.
Yeah, you can, they work.
Oh, you put the link in there? All right, I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna do it now. I'm not necessarily doing that. But yeah. Who wants to start us off, man? Go ahead. I won't talk all the time.
We'll let Miss Devaney go first.
Devin, do it.
Well, you know, I'm not a great COD player. I'm like an even player when it comes to COD. And it took like all of Modern Warfare 2 and all of Black Ops for me to finally become even in Modern Warfare 3 because, you know, I'm old. I'm old. I don't have that hand-eye coordination anymore.
That's what I said.
It's a very different feel from COD. It's just, I love the hotspot. I love that game mode because it's like Drop Zone meets, I don't know, Plant the Bomb, Demolition. Is that it? So it's kind of, yeah, so I love the game mode in theory, and I love the fact that the way when you jump over stuff, it's really cool. But I've just spent like 9 months with guns on Modern Warfare 3 that have zero recoil. I mean, you put it there and it stays there, and I cannot go positive in that game to save my life.
That's Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, coming from someone who's been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 3, it almost plays like Battlefield does, in a sense of the game type. But as far as how it plays, it's faster than what Battlefield is, if that makes sense.
What? Come on now.
That's just
That's not right, man. Come on.
It's a faster paced Battlefield, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy.
See, I never played a lot. Well, see, I can't even lie. I did play Battlefield, but I think the first 2 or 3 maps that I played on Battlefield 3, the maps were so friggin' huge that I'm like, dude, seriously, if you're not in a tank, you really want me to run from here to there? Because that stuff's not happening.
You gotta pick up a Jeep. You gotta pick up a Jeep or a chopper.
Yeah, so it just,
an ATV.
I don't know. The maps were so huge that I just couldn't get into it. I really couldn't. The maps were too huge.
So let me ask you this. Why is it that Battlefield 3 and Medal of Honor, the betas, give us the shitty game types? Where's the TDM?
Yeah.
Why not let's just play TDM?
Oh, you mean the beta for Battlefield 3 back in last year?
Yeah.
Last year.
That beta stopped me from buying the game.
Yeah, but that was actually a good map for that particular, for the Rush mode that they gave us. Rush mode was from Bad Company 2, or Bad Company 1. But
Garbage.
they threw that in there. That's new to the actual Battlefield games because Bad Company's it's technically not Battlefield. It's its own franchise and different gameplay. So when they threw that Rush in there, that first map, Operation Metro, it actually works out really well when you go in and you play the rest of the game once it released and everything. So it actually wasn't that bad. This though, Medal of Honor, is it my turn?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
I mean,
Give it to us.
I mean, first of all, I'm Battlefield all the way. I've been playing it for the 10 years that it's been out. And I've been playing since day friggin' 1. No, man. No. Call of Duty. This is Call of Duty's predecessor. You kidding me? Call of Duty. Even Medal of Honor, man. Even Medal of Honor. And I used to play all the Medal of Honor. Anyway, the Medal of Honor. This new one is like it's a mix between. If you don't know, DICE does it. DICE is the one does the multiplayer for it, and DICE did the multiplayer for the first Medal of Honor game that just came out last year. DICE does Battlefield. DICE has been doing Battlefield since it started. So you have to know that this multiplayer from Warfighter is is DICE. It's Battlefield. It runs off. By the way, you spelled my name wrong, dude. That's only one N. It's RONIN.
It's okay.
So, like I was saying,
yeah.
Yeah, you need to get your stuff straight, son.
I'm gonna fire that.
By that Chiron guy. Anyway, does some TV input there. Anyway, yeah. So the so you got to know that this multiplayer is built. It's built, first of all, it's built on the Frostbite 2 engine, which Battlefield 3 runs off of, and for me, being a veteran Battlefield player and a Call of Duty, although I haven't been playing Modern Warfare 3 much, but I've played 1 and 2 plenty to know it's a perfect. It's like not perfect, but it's a mix of both. They do both. Devaney, you said the running and jumping over stuff. That's Battlefield. Call of Duty, you can't do shit. Call of Duty, you get stuck on a freaking in the air. And this game too. I started playing this game. I started it last night, and then I played for a couple hours today. And I'm like, I got into it a little more here and there. You know what I mean? And it's like, all right, but it's just, I don't know, man. Dude, I'm off. You said that it's faster than Battlefield? Hell no, it's not faster than Battlefield. The reason you're saying that is because it's playing close quarters right now. When you play in Battlefield, like you guys said, the maps are big, but that's because it's vehicles. And yeah, if you get left without a vehicle, you're screwed. But that's part of the gameplay. But the reason it feels slow like that is only because of the size of the maps, I feel.
Right.
This game was cool. I mean, look, like I said, I played for it for a little while, and I liked it more and more. I'm not into the whole. I think they need to redo their UI. I think the UI sucks. I think their whole nationalities thing. I think they need to rethink that. It's like it's too much. They're throwing so much. You're like, I picked my first nationality as Sweden because I liked the gun, and then I was like, well, I can't change, and I had to wait to unlock more. And you have to wait to unlock guns. You couldn't unlock any more nationality. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I have no clue what's going on, and until I started unlocking stuff, I'm like, okay, but then you unlock. It's just like, it's a lot. It's a lot. They give you so much, all right. And as far as gameplay, man, like I don't know, I like the gameplay. It was all right, but if you guys don't know, I played mostly on PS3, and I have a what's called an Eagle Eye adapter, so I can run my mouse and keyboard, so I can play on my console with my mouse and keyboard because I am a PC player.
Nice.
I'll always be a PC player, but I have a console, so I have the console version of I have the PC version of the games too, but yeah, so to go back to the Xbox controller was like, it took me a little while to get used to that shit, but it's funny because Devin, you said you suck, you weren't really good at that, That's right, Timmy. I do rape on there with my mouse and keyboard.
And I hate to interrupt you, man. I got to tell you. I just got to tell you. You've thought way more about the modern Medal of Honor than I have.
Yeah.
You just went off on a tangent. Like you've been thinking about this shit all day.
Wait, dude, seriously, just make some good graphics. Do like a PowerPoint presentation, wrap all that up, stick a video out there, put it on Reddit. You'll get like 1 million freaking views.
There you go.
Sorry, guys, I don't know. I just didn't.
I know. Go ahead, continue. The floor is yours.
Yeah, educate us. Educate us.
That's it.
I'm just throwing it out there.
See, the way that I see it is just, I've been playing Call of Duty for so long that switching over to something like Battlefield, I mean, they're great games, don't get me wrong. I mean, for what they are, for how they play and everything, they're good games. Graphically, they're amazing.
For them being garbage.
But it just, I'm so used to having extremely small maps and being able to kill 30 people in 20 minutes, and instead of doing 10 kills in an hour, it's just, I don't know, it seems like I'm more into the faster paced, run and gun kind of thing.
Arcade. I call that arcade.
Yeah.
Arcade
style.
Yeah,
This is no Tetris now. Are you really comparing that to Tetris?
That was all
Pac-Man.
love because arcade.
Pac-Man. Yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Arcade is fast paced. Get as many kills in a quarter as you can. That's what I say.
But you can't lie.
Yeah.
When you play Battlefield 3, you die, you spawn, you run 20 minutes. You die, you spawn, you run 20 minutes. Are you playing?
Yeah. Whereas with Call of Duty, you can. Whereas with MW3, you can run 10 seconds, die, and then run 10 seconds and die, and run 10 seconds and die.
Warfighter, spawn, get shot and die. Spawn, get a couple shots off, die. Spawn on your butt, get shot, then get a kill, and then die.
Oh.
Sorry, that's what it makes me.
Okay, I'm actually, it's a confession time now. I have played Medal of Honor one time before, many years ago. There was a game called Medal of Honor, Finest Hour, and for some reason that game, I really dug that game. I mean, I played it for like ever, a long time, like months and months and months. So, and I think it was like PS2. It was, I mean, I forget how many years ago, but there was something, because my oldest son, he's always been into like Army games, so he got all the big red ones, and he got all the Medal of Honors and the SOCOMs and stuff like that. But there was something about Medal of Honor Finest Hour. I just loved that game. I mean, I would sit around and just play it for hours.
Yeah, and the thing that people don't know is Medal of Honor used to be the biggest, like, war game out there.
FPS franchise, yep.
Yep. I mean, before that, I mean, Call of Duty wasn't even, like, known back then. Like, people didn't really start to realize Call of Duty until, I mean, Call of Duty 3, people can argue that. But Call of Duty 4 is when it really blew up. Before that, it was all, like, Medal of Honor. And, like, Battlefield, when that started coming around, that got pretty big. But
well, don't forget, Battlefield wasn't on it was only on the PC Battlefield, that's why.
Yeah, that's true.
See, that's like, okay, and this is like from my son's point of view, because obviously I'm a bad mother and I've been letting him play Army games since he was really small, because I don't really look at the ratings on it, because it's the Army. That's like when he was little, he just wanted to grow up and be in the Army. So I let him play all the Army games, and he really loved like all the World War II Army games. So, like, even now, he's like 15 now. He'll even complain now. He's like, you know, all these kids are sitting there saying COD 4 is the best, man. It's like they haven't known anything before COD 4. He's like, I was there when, you know, Big Red 1 came out. I was there when you know. He was just he's only 15, and he's already ranting already. Like, these kids don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, dude, you just sat there and called somebody else a kid. Seriously? You know, it's just kind of weird, because he's really into like Army stuff, and the more authentic it is to history, the more he gets into it.
Yeah, that's how I am. That's why, like Halo is huge, but I just don't get into the laser guns and stuff like that. I like the realisticness of war games.
Modern. That's, you know, it's so funny you mentioned Halo. I was just thinking about that. I loved Halo, dude. I played Halo, so we used to have Halo night. You know, we play from like 7 p.m. to 2 in the morning. You know, we'd order Domino's and chicken wings and, you know, get drunk, and it was awesome. But, yeah, I kind of like want to agree with everything you just said about, like, from Call of Duty on. I mean, from Medal of Honor. Like I said, I've been playing Medal of Honor since, you know, don't forget, these all came on the PC before they came to the console, because the console wasn't that big, especially not for first-person shooters. That's why, obviously, I'm a PC first-person shooter first and foremost, because that's where I started. You know, Medal of Honor was one of the first ones, and then you have, you know, like you said, Medal of Honor 3, when it hit consoles for the Xbox 360, that was the first one, and yeah, then they started to get big, and then, I'm sorry, Call of Duty 3, not Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
Medal of Honor's been out on the original Xbox, you know, so many installments in that series and stuff, and then, you know, but you're right, it's just, Call of Duty's been the flagship of that genre, only because of, you know, Call of Duty. And Call of Duty are amazing games, especially the stories. The single players are amazing. I used to buy them just for the stories, because I love them, you know?
Yeah, and
well, see, I'm sorry.
You're good. You good, go ahead.
I was going to say, because I can remember, like, when we got the Big Red 1 for my son, at the time, he's probably like 9 or 10 at the time. And I remember, I knew that the PlayStation, because we had like the fat PlayStation 2. We never got the slim. Does that make sense? We had the fat PlayStation.
You had the original. Yep.
Yeah, and I knew that there were capabilities that he could have went online. I knew that some of those games offered online play. But of course he was young, and to do the online play, you had to have a special disc, and you had to install this, and it was, to me at the time, I was like, man, this is a big pain in the butt, you know, and he would get these games, and these were not cheap games. I mean, they went $60, but they were like $40, $50 then, and he'd be done with them in like a week. And then when I finally, it clicked to me, okay, let them go online, that actually extended the longevity of these games in his mind for a long time. I mean, he was just playing COD 4 today, and I remember him jumping up out of his chair, because he has like this little gamer chair in front of a big screen that he pulls out. Jumped up and said, oh my God, I got hacked. I'm never leaving. You know, so it was just, I don't know, he still plays them.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I think Call of Duty would still be around if it wasn't for the hackers. Because that was definitely probably one of the best ones out ever.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, as far as Call of Duty 4, like,
Uh-oh.
if it hadn't have got hacked, it would still be, played right now. I mean, I know it's still played, but, you have all the hackers on there just, having fun, which is, perfectly fine with me. Do your thing. Nobody really plays the game anymore. But, it sucks when you want to go back and kind of relive the past, and you can't do it because you're flying in the air. And
Call of Duty 4 had the best maps.
Yeah.
They weren't too extravagant. They were kind of simple, but they were symmetrical, perfect for if you want to camp a little bit or if you want to rush. The maps were just perfect.
Is COD 4 the one that has that shipment on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
map
the
ever.
one map I hate. I hate that map. I hate that map. That map
was
is like 2 feet. That map is like 2 feet tall and like 2 feet wide. I mean,
that
I
was
hate
the
that
map
map.
where
I really
everybody-
do.
That was literally people would hate on each other and be like, yo, let's go one-on-one, bro, shipment time. And that's how it went down.
New tubes and
I
grenades.
mean, really,
Yeah.
I hate that map because, well, like I said, it's not like I'm a beast player, so I'm going to be one of those people going out and say 1v1 me.
Yeah.
I hated that map. I really do. I hate that map. There's a lot of maps in Modern Warfare 3 that I hate, but I still think I hate shipment more than all the maps in Modern Warfare 3 that I hate.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Call of Duty 4 had the best DLC maps on them. Every Call of Duty after Modern Warfare, the DLC maps were just horrible. Like, they just aren't good maps.
Or what? You said Warfare 2?
Like any Call of Duty, like Black Ops had horrible DLC maps. Modern Warfare 2 was bad DLC maps.
Yeah, can we not talk about
Every
Black
map
Ops,
is
please?
bad in Modern Warfare 3, but like Call of Duty 4, like I can't even think of half the names of them because I haven't played it in so long. But
You mean you
they
don't
were
want to
good maps.
educate us on the map stuff, Ronan? I'm sure you have something very educational to say about the
Well-
map. Because, see, I'm going to put this out there because I got tired of playing Modern Warfare 3 like last week. It was just like a bad week for me, and I was just like, F this, I'm not playing it. So I went and put Black Ops back in, hadn't played it in months and months and months. And I swear to God, like every single lobby that I would go to, there was like Hazard. Every single map was Hazard. Yeah, I would always get dropped into Hazard. And that has to be like the one map that I really hate because I'm not a sniper. I don't like snipers. And so
Yeah.
therefore I hate that map. I don't know. But I don't know. They must have weighted that stuff differently because I tried for like 3 or 4 hours. And it just seemed like every rotation, even if you went random, you still went back to Hazard.
I don't even have that map. I refuse to buy
I'll tell you
Elite.
what.
I refuse to buy Elite. I'm such a racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that is one thing that Medal of Honor fixed on their maps now, because wasn't it like the last one that came out was plagued by snipers, like in the back of the map, sniping across from one side to the other. As far as I can tell, at least on that map, I mean, they pretty much fixed that.
Yeah, well, this map, I mean, you mean the beta right now?
Yeah, that's what he means.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I don't think anyone, I barely think there was any snipers in these matches that I played. I tried being a sniper and forget it. I suck at sniping, by the way, so. but that's just besides the point. But anyway, yeah, first-person shooters, man. They're either way, man. I just recently bought Modern Warfare 3, maybe like a month ago. I got it for $27. I didn't want to buy it, but then I saw I could get it, and for like through Best Buy through Award Zone, I had like $20 off of it, and I was like, oh, cool. So I got it for $27. I was like, all right, let me get it. I figured let me do some videos on it, this and that. So I played it a little bit and stuff, and I don't know, man. I don't know. Modern Warfare 3. It's just like, I played and I'm like, God.
Yeah, the game is garbage.
Yeah, it's the more and more I play it, the more and more I hate it. Like when it first came out, it was a good game. I mean, I was getting nukes probably, once a day, something like that, But now it's just like, it seems like the lag has gotten worse over time. I don't know what it is.
They keep messing with it. Instead of fixing stuff, they just keep messing with it.
Yeah, they fix all the stuff. It doesn't even need to be fixed. Worry about the
I'm-
connection and stop worrying about the little stupid stuff.
Can I just say this?
What's up?
I hate the fact that you've gotten a nuke and I haven't.
What was that?
I hate the fact that you've gotten a nuke and I haven't.
Oh. Yeah.
Don't feel bad.
I've gotten a few in my day.
Don't feel bad. I've never gotten a nuke. I've been one off of a nuke.
I've never gotten a
multiple
nuke.
times.
Try as I may. I mean, I've even gotten in hacked lobbies in Modern Warfare 2. I'm like, dude, totally gonna get a nuke this time. Hell no. I mean, I'll be like invincible. Still can't get a nuke. I'll find a way to kill myself.
I
Yeah,
can't
but
get
the
a
thing
Moab.
is, yeah, it's not even that great because, people think it's so awesome, but first thing, I mean, it's so over, like, uploaded onto YouTube that it's just not even fun to watch anymore. And then you have, like, it's more frustrating than anything because you'll get, like, 20 kills and then die, or, 16 kills and die, and it's just like, well, this sucks.
How many do you have to get? See, I don't even know. I don't even know what it takes to get a
It's-
freaking Moab.
25
It's 25
or
kills
20
in a row.
or 24 with hardline. So,
Yeah, 24th hardline. But yeah, you
Yeah.
get that, 20 kills in a row and you die, and it's just like, geez, I don't even want to play anymore. It's like not even fun.
Hey, I got a question.
Yo.
I got a question.
What's up?
Okay.
I had a question for everybody. Okay, same topic, but a little off left of center here. How long does it take for you to get warmed up? Let's say you haven't played in like a day or two. You sit down at your console and you turn it on. You grab your controller. How long does it take for you to get warmed up? Like how many games? Like one game, two game, or the third game? By the time you're feeling it, you're getting your kills. You're on your flow. How many games does it take you guys?
It depends
What'd
on,
you
man. If I start out playing and I get a crappy connection, I can go all day and just play like shit. It's that first game for me. If I play good the first game, then it's on.
Okay.
If I play shitty, then I'm playing something else.
I gotcha.
It depends on how long I'm away for. I mean, if I'm away for like a week, like I haven't played Call of Duty in probably a week now. I don't know. I would say it'd probably take me. I usually play all or nothing. A few games all or nothing to get warmed up, and it maybe takes me 2 games or so to get
Yeah.
warmed up.
Okay.
How about you?
Debbie?
Okay, because I'm going to give y'all like an ass backwards little thing about that. Here's the thing. It's kind of weird with me, okay, because I have learned over time, because like I said, I'm not a great Call of Duty player. I enjoy the stuff out of it. I mean, I wouldn't be still playing it if I didn't enjoy it. But I do know, like, because I have kids in football, and so there are some days I have to go, like, 2 or 3 days before I can pick it up again, before I have the house quiet enough,
Yeah.
To play. So, but I've learned over time that I know if I haven't played in a couple of days, the moment I sit down, I normally run like a 4 sensitivity. I automatically know I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm just going to be all over the joint. So I will take it all the way down to 1. Very first game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
And I will slowly go, up to where I normally play. But it normally takes like 3 or 4, games to get to that point. On the flip side of that, though, 9 times out of 10, half the videos that I will upload on YouTube, I will sit down and I'll turn my PVR on and I'll record for like an hour and a half straight. 9 times out of 10, it's the very first game. It winds up being the one that I upload.
Yeah.
Because the
Sound
rest
man.
of them just kind of go downhill after that.
Now I got a question for you guys. Do you think Call of Duty's dying?
I do.
Yep.
I think it's dying.
I don't think
I think
so.
they need to revamp it. I think they need to revamp it, seriously revamp. I'm
So-
putting a lot of hope in Black Ops 2 to revamp the series.
It really depends on how you look at it. If you're looking at sales-wise or actually people that know what the hell they're talking about, game-wise, yeah, it's dying.
But see, this is the thing. Like, I've actually, like, when I did a video for an older directorship that I had on one of my older channels that I did, and, like, Call of Duty has actually grown as far as sales and everything. It has actually grown over time, and there are more copies being sold. Because there's obviously, newer kids coming in, every year playing the game for the first time. So, honestly, I don't think it's going to die. Until a game comes out that plays like it does, that runs at that full 60 frames per second, because it is, as far as I know, the only first-person shooter that runs at 60 frames per second. I know Battlefield doesn't on the console. I'm pretty sure Medal of Honor doesn't on the console either. So I think it has to play like that in order for it to really take over. It has to do what Call of Duty does, but do it better.
Okay, can I put like a random female thought out there on that?
Go for it.
It's not really actually a female thought. Okay, here's my thinking on that, because I am older. Okay, and everything in my life is always looking for the next thing coming out. So sometimes I'm like thinking, okay, well, they're going to have some new consoles coming out, 2013, 2014. They're going to have those coming out. And I think sometimes it's kind of like in life. Like, people just kind of sit on their hands and they do what they got to do to get to that next platform, to get to that next step. Does that make sense? So I think right now there are a lot of developers buying time. They're doing the best they can with the consoles that they have, but if they're playing their cards right, because this is what I'd be doing just enough to get by and developing a lot of effort and energy into this next platform, because I'm pretty sure they have to have the specs to know what they can build on those next platforms and stuff. They have to.
Right.
Yeah, well, they definitely do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking at this, especially if you got a new console dropping Christmas of next year, not this year, but next year, right? You do what you have to do to buy your time, and then devote your energy to the next big thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
So it's not as if I think it's dying. I just look at it in a different way. I think they're buying time. I honestly do.
Dan, I think it's Infinity Ward who is dying more than anything. Because
Infinity Ward needs to go suck a banana or something.
Because Treyarch is fantastic. World at War, granted, I didn't play it that much just because I didn't want to go back to the old guns like it was. But you go from Black Ops to Modern Warfare 3, and there's such a huge difference there. Like, the chat is so much worse. It's just a huge step down. It's just because Infinity Ward, has that, I guess you can call it, pride in what they want to do. They just want to keep it like theirs and do their own thing. They don't want to take what Treyarch did and use their good stuff and make a better game on top of it. So I don't know. I just think Infinity Ward is retarded. But looks like the chat. People are saying change the topic.
I said I wasn't going to do it, but what do you guys think about the new Social Blade, 84 views, to get a partnership?
I mean, gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. I mean, I don't care. From the stories I've heard, I probably won't ever go with them, but...
Here's my thing. If you get 84 views, like, was that 84 daily views?
Average 84 views a day, which means...
Yeah, 84 average daily views. And the best thing you're going to get out of that in business endeavor is thumbnails and a scheduled uploader. I think I'll buy my time on these developers and wait, because I'm going to get them anyway. So, I mean, it's just, if I'm going to get partnered, I want to get partnered for the right reasons. So, it just does not seem like the right reasons to me. I don't know. But a lot of people are in it for the money. So I don't know, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm biased on that. Because I don't care if I make money. It'd be nice. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, no, but I'm not going to take the first offer that comes down the road,
Yep.
I can really... Go ahead, Rona.
No, go ahead.
I can really speak on the Social Blade partnership a lot better than a lot of people can, because I was actually partnered with Social Blade.
Yeah, you were.
And the main reason I left is because of the 84 views a day. Because to me, it's a slap in the face. When I joined them, it was 1,000 views a day. Now, if you get 84 views a day, you can get partner, get the same benefits I get. Maybe not the same amount of money, but the same benefits. And it takes the hard work out of it. Nobody wants to work hard for it anymore. They want to hand it to them. I can start a YouTube channel right now tonight, and I promise you, by next week at this time, I could be partnered with Social Blade. I mean, is that something you really want to do? You put no work into it. You put nothing into it. It's just handed to you. I can't stand it.
Well, they're doing that because, dude, in the 6 months alone that I've been doing YouTube, really doing YouTube, I was always a viewer. I was a viewer since the beginning. But being a commentator for 6 months, I've seen this change thing with, TGN and, like, all these, and Yash and all these big guys, and I've seen them do, you guys know I'm with Zephyx, and a lot of the guys here from Zephyx, watching and stuff, and, like, I've seen all these other guys. They want to. I guess it's competing. Everyone wants to compete because, like I said, I've seen a lot of even startup networks, channels, stuff like that, saying, "Oh, we can partner." And a lot of people on YouTube still don't even know what that means, but a lot of people do. And definitely, like you had said, you want to do it for the right reasons, and you know, a lot of people don't care, especially the younger guys. They don't care. They just want to be part. Now, some are really good and some aren't. So it's just kind of like it. I think they're doing it just. It's all to be competitive. They want, like you said, everyone wants the money. They just want the money. The more partners they have, the more money they can bring in. And I think, unfortunately, that's just where it's going. I think that's just what's going to happen. I'm actually surprised that other networks haven't done it yet that we've heard of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think people are too big in a hurry to go and get partnered, because with 84 views a day, you're not going to be making that much money. It's going to be like cents. I mean, in pennies.
Dude, I have 84 views a day. I'm averaging 84 views, and you know, I can tell you, it's not a lot.
So I mean, it's not even like worth it. And a lot of times, like, you know, Wasted, you have, you know, stuff like with this has happened to you. Like, when you get partnered, nobody wants to work with you or anything. Like, nobody wants to, you know, network you or anything. So it's hard to, like, even get your channel out there, even though you're partnered. So
Can I put my 2 cents on that? Because I have like a group of I call them, it's kind of like my little small network. Like, we kind of started together. We kind of met like around the same time. Some people are bigger than me. Some people are still kind of smaller than me. I'm kind of like in the middle, right? Here's the thing, when I think about that, because like I said, I mean, I'm old as dirt. So I mean, I've been around the block a few times, and I always told myself, you know, especially with like that little core group, I would never be the first one to be partnered, because you don't want to be the first one to get partnered, because it's a stigma that, you know what I'm saying? I would rather be the last one to get partnered, if the truth be told. I'd rather wait a month, 2, 3 months to make sure that I'm not the first one to get partnered. And I don't know why that is, but there's especially when you have like 3 to 5 people that you're in constant contact with, that you're constantly networking with, you don't want to be the first one to say, oh my God, I got partnered, because you're going to be excited and they're going to be butthurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't want to be the first one to get partnered. And that's just me. But I guess that's because I'm older, so I don't know.
No, that happened to me. I had a group of guys I talked to quite a bit, and as soon as I got partnered, it became, what are you going to do for me? If you're not going to shout me out in your videos, put me in your sub box, I'm going to unsubscribe. I'm not going to help you make money. What they don't understand is, when you're a small channel and you're partnered, you make nothing. For instance, I mean, I got a lot more than 84 views a day, and I made $10 if I was lucky a month. That's if I was lucky. And
that's like tampon money there.
right, there you go. I can send it to you.
Yeah, just, people want to rush
That's
into it.
I have to buy, dude.
Yeah, you just can't rush in anything. You gotta always make sure you like read your contracts and everything.
I got a video on it. Shameless plug. Go check out my channel, The Wasted Truth. Check
Go
out
watch
my
it.
videos. Support them. Like, favorite, comment.
There we go, Carolina.
There we go.
Tampon money. Tampon money. No,
That's gonna be
seriously,
your sign.
Carolina, Dinosaur 88. She's my girl, man. She's a real cool chick. She's been with me since the beginning. She's a cool chick.
All right, so
That's cool.
And going back to the don't rush into it, I also done that, because at the time I was getting a lot of views, but I only had 200 subscribers, so I didn't meet the requirements for a lot of networks. So I kind of just took Social Blade. Don't do that ever.
Yeah, but you also had a fairly okay contract that you could work through.
Yeah,
So,
lucky for me.
that was
Yeah,
good.
you got lucky with that, man. You got lucky because
Yeah.
you were able to stop that whenever you wanted. That's not normally how it happens, you know.
The new contracts are
Yeah.
like that. And I want to throw this out there, guys. I'm not bashing Social Blade at all. If you just want partner benefits, banners, that's all you want, that's great. Take it. But if you want to grow and become somebody on YouTube and actually, you know, respect what you're doing, I say wait out for Yaos or whoever you want to go to.
Yeah, just
Okay,
work on
what-
getting your
well,
channel straight.
I wanted to ask a question, maybe like an opinion, because I am kind of new to like the scene and stuff. What do you think is like the most personable network out there? Because everybody has like, it's kind of like a love or hate thing. You either like love a certain network and everybody else is like shit, or you know what I'm saying? I mean, but if you look at it like objectively, what do you think would be like the most, I don't know, personable, like the most, you know, like you could walk up and talk to people, you know, face to face. Because I have to say, I was hanging out in that Yao stream today with the recruiter, Gnarly Rick.
Yeah.
It was like really personable, and I dug that. And I don't see. I've been to machinima streams. I don't get that feeling from them. So I just kind of wanted to get maybe y'all's take on that.
I'll be kind of biased here, and I'm going to say Yaush, but I'm going to explain why I say Yaush, which is why I went with Yaush, because pretty much if I have a question, I can hop on Skype and talk to whoever. I can send an email, and I get email back, or, I mean, it's not like I have to wait 2 or 3 days to get a response. You can go to their forum, and there are people on the forums help you out. There are some bad people on the forums, though. But for the most part, I think Yaush is one of, if not the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Approachable network.
Yeah,
most of their guys are
what I'm looking. Yeah, see, that's what I would. Because me personally, that's what I would be looking for. I mean, it would be great to have that spinning M in front of every one of my videos, because obviously that's what everybody's like, wet dreaming about in the middle of the night. I'm not even going to lie. But if nobody's going to talk to me, if you're like, okay, you get a spinning M and you're out there on your own, then that's not what I want either. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but also people need to look at it this way. Like with Machinima, a lot of their videos get quite a bit of hate. Like most of the time with the Yaush network, their videos tend to do pretty good, and they are one of, if not the most, growing networks out there right now, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about the TGN place?
I don't know.
What? We just lost all that. Say it again.
About TGN, what do you think about TGN?
TGN. Because the reason I brought that up, because I was actually, they have a TGN FPS, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they offered me a directorship there. I didn't have to sign a contract or anything, because they actually got all the revenue off that, if that makes sense, because they uploaded it, to their channel. So it wasn't like I got partnered or anything like that. But here's the thing, what I experienced, and I finally just told them, I said, this is not for me, because the way that I do commentaries, I do like true stories. I do like, I kind of shoot the shit, and the things that were being uploaded to TGN FPS was like, basically like T-Martin stuff, tips and tricks, or, like Wicked Shrapnel, this gun rocks, or, reviews and things like that. And so I'm like the only person putting out like what I would call like entertainment commentary. And I was getting a lot of hate for it. I'm like, obviously this, I don't fit in this clique. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, thanks for, offering it to me. I appreciate, the offer. But I'm not good enough to be giving out tips and tricks and reviews. I mean, I'm just good enough to break even. So I don't know. I mean, but it wasn't like they were bad. I mean, the dude that I worked with, Matthew, was always available on Skype, so it wasn't as if he was unapproachable. I don't know. It was just, there was a separation there between, they were more like technical and I was more entertainment.
Yeah, well, I was going to join TGN if I hadn't got into Yaush, but one thing that really threw me off, speaking of the directorship, they turned me down for directorship. So,
really? Because they offered me one.
Yeah, but I will say,
and
as a recruiter,
I finally told him that I couldn't, this wasn't for me.
The recruiter actually was a good guy, great guy, helped me out a lot, and, but it's just, if you can't, again, I'm trying to find the words to be nice here a little bit.
Why?
Basically, they turned me down, and I feel like according to what is posted on their channels, my videos are up to par, at least halfway up to par with their videos, and to turn me down, why am I going to partner with somebody if you don't feel like my videos are good enough to be on your main hub or your FPS hub? I'm not partnering with you because apparently you feel like my videos aren't good enough.
I just want to interject here. You guys talking about these big networks and stuff like that. And Wasted, you and I have had this conversation, either in the podcast or separately. I don't know, but
she was 18.
What?
She was 18.
Not that one. But no, these being a partner or even a director for these big things, and I'll just use my experience as an example. When I started this, I applied to a lot of different networks, and I actually got into mystery gamers, and I'm gonna say their name because I don't really give a shit. But I got into Mr. Gamers and like, they're not at the time they weren't big. I haven't followed them, so I don't even know now. But they weren't that big, and they, I had a couple videos up on there, but it got lost. It got lost in the middle of everything. They'd put up like 5 videos a day, and then mine would be like the second one, and then done. Yeah, I know, DJ, I know. But yeah, and then you get lost. So I extrapolate that to these bigger networks, and it's like you put up a video. Okay, first of all, how long does it take for your video to get up, right? What, like a week, 2 weeks? Who the hell knows how many videos they get, right? And then it goes up, and then all of a sudden, it's there for a minute, and then it's gone. And then you have all these other ones. How many people do you think really go into the list of the day's videos for these channels? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys do it? I don't do it. I don't even do it. I don't even go. If it's not in my sub box or something, especially all of us that are commentators, we try and support each other as much as we can, but we're also trying to do our own shit. So it's like, we don't even have time to watch these videos, So my thoughts on being with TG and Yaush, Machinima, I mean, I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want my shit to get lost. I'd rather just do it on my own and work hard and try and find a way to promote myself and stuff,
Yeah.
So like, if they offered me shit like that, I wouldn't go. And besides, not for nothing, but I like where I am. I like being with Zephyx. You know what I mean? I like where it's at, and I hope, that when this network gets, as big as those other guys, it doesn't happen, but I also work here, so haha.
Yeah, but I think that's going to go with like any giant, network like that. It's going to happen because there's so many people that are partners with them that, it's going to happen.
I know, exactly. I mean, unfortunately, yeah, that's the point. It's going to happen, and it's like, I mean, look, I'm sure it helps. Even if one of their videos gets like 500 views, 1,000 views from Machinima or from Yaush, that's awesome, and that's going to get them, I mean, one video could turn the tide for your channel, until the next month when no one's subbing you because no one's seen anything of yours. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Actually, can I tell you like a true story? Like
yeah,
a real life
go
story.
for it.
My very first video, my very first video that I ever posted on YouTube, I actually got a tweet and a shout out from a K-pop, because K-pop, I mean, she's my girl, you know what I'm saying? And so that video got like 1,800 views. And I remember thinking at the time, I'm like, man, it's like all uphill from here. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I was on cloud 9 for like 3 or 4 days. I gained like 110 subs like off of that one video, and it was my very first video too, and it got like 1,800 views. And I was like, man, it's just all uphill. I'm just gonna shoot like a rocket. And then like 3 or 4 days later, I started seeing like that reverse bell curve. It started going slowly down, 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 down. And I remember I got a little depressed about that, like 4 or 5 videos in. And then I was just like, wow. And then I thought about it, and I was like, but that's not what I did it for. It was cool that she'd done it. I mean, because I love K-pop forever for that. It was cool that she'd done it because I've been a long-time sub of hers. And I didn't even ask her to. She just kind of done it. You know what I'm saying? Which was, like, totally surprising to me.
Yeah, that's cool, though.
So I was like, cool. And then I finally said, well, this wasn't the reason why I started YouTube. I started YouTube to, like, connect with my kids because my kids were always on YouTube, and I was always watching YouTube. And I wanted to kind of like have maybe a little diary of something. Do you remember this time when you were in high school and I was doing YouTube and we did this stuff together? You know what I'm saying? So, but it kind of got depressing. So I think sometimes like when you get that huge boost, like right from the start, it just kind of, eventually everybody plateaus, and eventually you're going to get into that reverse bell curve, and and you're either going to quit or you're going to do like I did and say, well, that's not exactly why I started it, and I just kept soldiering on. I'm lucky to get 50 views a day now, but I don't care. I mean, the 50 views that I get, I know they're there for me. They're not there to see me, do something crazy or trolling or anything like that. So I don't know. I think it's just, I don't know. I guess I'm different than most demographics.
No, it happened to me. But I do got a question for you, but I'll get that next. For me, I had a video hit, I think it's like the 80,000 views now. So within one day, I got like 30,000 views on this video. And I got so many comments, and it was awesome. And I was like, yes, this is what I need. This is the video that's going to put me up there. I'm going to be this big YouTube guy making all this money, all this. I was stupid to even think that, but I thought it just because everybody thinks that apparently.
Everybody thinks that, I
The
think.
truth is, the video, it did help me a lot, get subscribers and views and look sexy on my view count now that I got a whole shitload of views. But in the end, that video really didn't rocket me or skyrocket me like I thought it would.
Yep.
And you gotta kind of be thankful for that video and hope that your next video can be half that video. That's just how I look at it. Each day now, I'm just trying to outdo my next video, and sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. And if it happens that way, then so be it. But my question for you, Devaney, is what do your kids think about your YouTube channel?
Well, my youngest one thinks that I'm not funny enough. He thinks that he would be more funnier than me. Even though I try to incorporate my kids. Oh, well, first off, I would never put my kids like on cam because they are pedophiles and stuff out there. But well, no, I did do one thing with my oldest one. But my youngest one thinks that he would be a whole lot more funnier than I am because he's only in 6th grade, so he's like the typical demographic of the YouTube community, and apparently I'm not funny enough. My oldest one thinks that I have great dialect, that I talk great, but my gameplay sucks because he's like I said, he's been playing at this stuff since like forever. I mean, the dude he doesn't even play Modern Warfare 3 anymore. He'll because he does a lot of football and stuff. He won't even play for like 2 weeks. He'll sit down and go like 42-3. I'm like, you've got to be shitting me, son. Seriously?
Grounded.
It's just, So it's they support, and actually my husband supports the hell out of it. Actually, my husband, because every Monday I'll do a Minecraft Monday series where I do something just to break up the monotony, and that's like one of the few videos of the week I'll actually put my webcam, like a picture-in-picture thing, because that's how I interact in Minecraft. Because I don't know what the hell I'm doing on Minecraft either. So, but my husband, especially since he's on the road, he's an over-the-road truck driver. He's like, I look forward to that Minecraft because it's like I get to see you. I feel like I was there. I know where you were at. You know what I'm saying? So he actually enjoys that. So I couldn't ask for a more supportive family. Now, granted, they all have their critiques. But yeah, I couldn't ask for a more supportive family.
I think that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, I got a question. So everybody here knows that, with YouTube, you got to have a fairly thick skin. So would you support your kids if they wanted to do YouTube, knowing how tough it can be?
Yeah, I definitely would.
I would.
I would support my kid in whatever he does, but I would make damn well sure he realizes that when you get on YouTube, you're going to get a lot of hate for no reason, just random shit talkers, and I'm not protective, so I don't know if I would be able to handle it as much as he would. I think I would be flipping out over the comments more so than he would.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, it's a true story. My youngest one, he has his own channel, and I'm not going to tell y'all because y'all might actually go troll him. But he has his own thing. He's the Pimp and Shrimp. And so he did a couple of videos. He did one for K-pop because all he wanted for his birthday was a K-pop T-shirt. So I went and bought him a couple of K-pop T-shirts. And so he wanted to be on, cam. And he did this little 30-second little vlog thing, and he did it kind of funny and stuff. And and of course K-pop, she tweeted that out. She's like, oh yeah, these two guys, loved it. I forget what it was. It was like, you mad, bro? You mad, bro? I was mad, but then I took an arrow to a knee or something like that. It was some kind of funny thing that he did. And, but I wouldn't let him read the comments. You know what I'm saying? I did not allow him to read the comments. I let him post the video, and I would let him just kind of hit refresh, and he could see the views going up on it. He could see the likes going up on it. Because, believe it or not, he didn't get a lot of dislike on it, but the comment section got a little ruthless. So I just didn't let him read the comment section. So, I mean, I would support them, but I would make sure that I'm the one controlling the comment section.
Right.
I would be the one controlling the Twitter. So that's how I would handle it.
That's actually a really good idea because, yeah, I mean, the internet, unfortunately, this is where it's all going. This is where our kids are going to, and I have 2 kids, by the way. They're 4 and 2, so they're not just there yet. But who knows? My daughter, she turns 5 in December. She'll probably be up on YouTube sooner or later. But yeah, you have to, this is where it's all going. And if we as parents don't, it's like, you mentioned earlier that, your kids, you let your kids play when they were younger. They played the games that most parents wouldn't, right? But you knew, you had an idea, and it's the same concept with this. It's not just games anymore. It's the internet. It's the internet. All these cop programs and everything, keeping people. You got to watch what your kids are doing, and especially if they're going to do YouTube. I think that's a great idea to be like, I'm your moderator. I will moderate what you see, what you don't see, or you could just disable all comments for the videos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And keep it fun, and that's like I wanted to say this a little earlier when we were talking about this a few minutes ago, but all this partnering, all this stuff, and all these views and stuff, guys, I don't even look at my views. I bet maybe once a week when someone mentions it while we're talking, I'm like, oh yeah, let me go take a look and see what my average views are. I don't even care. All I care about is getting up videos, because to me, my next video is only up there to get me subscribers, to get me followers, and then if I get bigger, then great, then I'll worry about shit like that later. But but that's the point. Keep it fun. Like I keep telling myself, keep it fun, because otherwise I'm like, why am I doing this? Why do I want to do this? And if your kids are doing it, I think that's the most important thing. Keep it fun. They want to jump around on camera and be cute and funny, then that's it. Then that's what they're going to do. They don't have to worry about anything else. So I wholeheartedly agree with that.
But here's the thing. All right, I can't speak from personal experience, but I know how I would react if my daughter was on YouTube. Like a lot of these girls with their boobs hanging out, getting all these views. I mean,
oh man,
this is why God bless me.
I totally have my boobs hanging out right now. How could you even say that? I'm just joking.
Careful. Our muff might get excited.
I'm good.
But no, you're absolutely right, man. It's just like that's when you need to watch the most. It's so funny because kids, I don't know what kids think, man. I mean, when we were kids, we probably thought the same thing, like, oh, our parents are so stupid. They don't know anything. They don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to get away with everything. But now, especially on the computer, the kids think they're funny. They think they're slick. They think they can hide stuff. First of all, my kids should know right now, and Devaney, I'm sure your kids should know too.
I know more about the computer than they do. Actually,
exactly. It's like
I have to teach them.
Yeah, you're not going to hide shit. You're not going to do anything that I won't.
You can't bullshit the bullshitter, and I'll even tell my oldest one, there's nothing that you can even think about doing that I haven't done and probably gotten away with.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just the way life is.
Yeah, but now you have to add the layer of having the internet in. It's not just sneaking out of the house or drinking, smoking. It's all that bullshit. But now it's the internet too, And that's
I snuck out of the house. I drank. I smoked. Lord, I don't even want to tell you what I did in the back of some cars. But I was there from I can remember the old dial-up of the AOL, because that was the only service that you had in it. On this friggin' Handy 2000 or some crap like that. I mean, there's not a lot about the internet, because it's like I got the internet. I'm like, this is so friggin' cool, and I've been hooked ever since. So as much as they think that they're smart, they're not as smart as they think they are.
Nope.
Yeah.
So speaking of boobs hanging up, what do you guys think about, I've seen a lot of other people talk about it, so I kind of want to go over real quick about the chicks that do have their boobs out and stuff. My personal opinion, if you're a grown woman and you have a certain age group looking at your videos, you shouldn't be showing your boobs, but personally, I love it myself. If you want to keep showing, I'm going to keep looking at them. It is what it is. I mean, that's just my take on that, but...
That's funny.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let all the men talk, and then I'm going to interject my opinion.
Uh-oh, this could be bad.
Can I just tell you though? I'll tell you what, man. When I was younger, I used to think that. I used to be like, oh yeah, especially when YouTube started, But then I had my daughter, and I was like, oh man, I don't know. It's weird for me. All those things, it's like I can't, because I immediately think about, my daughter. Even porn. It's like, oh my god, that's someone's daughter, dude. Like seriously, Like that's the crap I think now. So it's like,
I don't have a daughter
that's-
though, so I mean, I don't really think that way. But I get what you're saying. If I did have a daughter, I would be pretty upset at her.
yeah. But hey, boobs are good though, man. I'm not gonna knock any boobs.
I like them titties.
They're my favorite play. I'm just going to put that out there. My boobs, my favorite play toys. I love my boobs. And I'm sure every man who ever got a chance to see them would love my boobs as well. Doesn't mean I'm going to show them, though.
Oh man. Got everybody's hopes up. What do you
I
think?
ain't that girl.
What do you think, Almuff? You're quiet, man. You want to talk about the boobs?
Dude, I love
Man,
the
he's
boobs.
fapping over there. Seriously,
Oh, yeah.
19. He's 19, man. I heard he's either doing F5 repeatedly or he's fapping.
No, I'm clicking stuff on the internet, watching that porn on there. No.
See?
Seriously, no, this is totally off topic. Did y'all know that Pornhub actually has like a thing for it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month? See, and don't ask me how I know this because then I'll be telling y'all some stuff y'all really don't want to know. But Pornhub this month has a thing like, you know how they have like different categories? If you click on like their boob, like the boob shots, things of that nature, that they will donate like a penny for every view to like the Susan Coleman breast cancer thing. Believe it or not, even Pornhub is trying to save the boobies of the universe.
Of course, that's their business.
Have they been-
Yeah.
That's funny. That's so funny.
So you got another topic, Ronan?
Yeah, well, DJ wanted us to talk about it, and I thought maybe we could, really quickly throw it out there. But talk about YouTube drama and feuds, and whether they're real, they're fake, and whether or not he wants us to talk about whether or not we think it boosts or it hurts people's channels to have these feuds and stuff like that. Now, I'll just throw out there real quick. I don't follow this bullshit on YouTube. I don't. On Skype, on YouTube, I don't follow it. I don't really have the time, and I really don't care. I'm old enough at the point. Look, I'm 33. I don't have the time or energy to deal with any of that shit. So I don't know. He had mentioned. I'm gonna throw out what with a couple names. Keemstar, Wings. Those guys. I heard. Yeah, exactly. I heard. A little bit about that. I watched 1 or 2 videos, but again, I don't really know that. So. You guys school me on this if you guys know any of these feuds and stuff like that. I think it's ridiculous, but
I think the Wings example. I don't think Wings wasn't faking at all. I think he was genuinely in a bad spot, but I think he brings on himself.
Wait, can you Sid, can you just run us through what the issue was?
Wings was talking. I don't know exactly the whole thing because I don't really keep tab on it, but Wings would commit suicide, and I think White Boy had something to say about it. And pretty much the back of his show had a whole live podcast, and Wings was, for me, I could look in his eye. You could tell the guy he was not in a good place.
Mm-hmm.
And, White Boy was talking about how it was fake for views, and he apologized, but that's all great, fine, dandy. But in that instance, I don't think Wings was starting drama to get views. I think he was really in a bad place.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I do believe sometimes he does kind of put himself out there as the victim to get more views. Like, I'm not getting any views anymore, and this is my, that kind of thing. But that being said, I think drama, it can help or hurt your channel. It just depends on what your subscribers or the people watching your videos. If they love drama, then it's going to help your channel. If they hate drama, then you're going to lose a lot of subscribers.
Yeah,
That's what I was going to say. I think it depends on your channel. The stance that... Okay, so here's the thing. Like, say I was one of those girls. Like we're not going to say no names. That has like their boobies all propped up with duct tape to their chin and stuff. It's if I was one of those channels, then I'm sure drama would fuel my viewership. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Whereas the channel that I have right now, I don't do drama. It's like I told y'all before we started the stream. If it doesn't deal with me or my family or the block that I'm living on, I gives no shits. I don't. I will interject an opinion, but that's it. It's just an opinion. At the end of the night, I'm still going to go to sleep because I gives no shits. I don't.
Yep. And I want to throw this out there before everybody goes. I don't think I'm hating on Wings. I watch Wings videos. I've been subscribed to him for a long time, so I'm not hating on Wings at all. And that being said, DJ Keemstar, I think he's funny as hell. Take it for what it is. People are way too damn serious on YouTube, and that's my say about that.
Yeah, I want to agree with that. I think everyone is just way too self-important on YouTube. It's like, dude, you make videos. You put yourself in front. Either you put yourself in front of a camera, or you talking to a blue snowball mic over Modern Warfare. So it's like you're really not any different than anyone else. You just happen to have a lot of viewers because you've been doing this for 3 years. You know what I mean? It's like I think a lot of these people on here. I don't even sub to people anymore that I don't think I'm gonna watch. Especially the bigger people. If I don't like, I'll watch 1 or 2 videos. If I don't like your content, I'm not subbing you, because one, you don't need my sub, first of all, and second of all, I'm not doing it because I don't like you. You know what I mean? Like I can feel the self-importance through the freaking monitor. So it's like I'm not even gonna sub to you. You know what I mean? And
So I think it's the mentality of the demographic there. Some of these people, even though, okay, let me just put this out there. Even though some of the people at my age, I think, are extremely silly, I think it's probably, like, in my opinion, the most stupidest stuff I've ever seen in my life. If you think of their demographic, and when I think of that, they're geniuses. They really are, because you have these grown-ass men or women. Let me just put that in there, who are actually, they convey themselves to that demographic. Because I remember what it was like to be 13 to 17. You know what I'm saying? So it's, whereas I think it's personally, like, stupid a lot of times, or not stupid, just ill-conceived for people of that age to do certain things. But they're geniuses, because they're actually... They're grasping. They know their demographic, and they're grasping it perfectly.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I just think the whole thing, like, if there's some kind of drama between 2 YouTubers, there's no reason why every goddamn subscriber needs to go attack every goddamn, either person. Because there's no, just let them deal with it like men. I mean, there's no reason. Like, subscribers act more childly than a lot of the, like, YouTubers do, just because they want to, like, protect their YouTuber.
Favorite YouTuber, yeah.
But, I mean, just, let them, hash it out. It'll be over. Like, the whole thing with the Keemstar, Wings, White Boy thing going on, that was over in, like, a day. Like, White Boy had forgiven Wings and everything, and there were still subscribers talking about the shit, like 4 days later. It's like, just drop it. Let it be.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel the same way, man. I think that on the last note for that little bit, most of what's happened is the smaller YouTubers made it a bigger deal than what it actually was.
Yeah.
Had nobody
Subs and
right now,
views.
like us
Subs
right now,
and views.
like us right now, we're mentioning it right now, bringing it back up again.
Yeah.
Subs and views.
Yep.
Subs and views.
views.
They are geniuses. If you break it down to, like, the most, like, minute level, if you remove all the he said, she said, basic bull crap, I mean, it still comes down to subs and views. We're still talking about it. We're still bringing it up. We're still bringing it Raw Instinct. He's still relevant. Hell, 3 years later, they're still bringing up G-Unit. It's all subs and views. If you break it down, if you remove all the bullshit from it and break it down, but see, that's like a mental capacity that I have at my age. But I think that their demographic just 90. Well, I'm not anyway. A lot of them can't perceive that yet.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So I guess we'll get this in the closing now, guys. It's been going on for a little bit.
Yeah.
Go for it, son. Go for it.
All right. So if you guys want to shout your channels out, your Twitters out, I know I messed up Ronan's channel, so everybody, that's my fault. I'm an idiot. So we'll let Ronan go first and let him shout out his channel and fix my mistakes.
Yeah, it's only one N. It's RONIN 1011. Ronin 1011. Yeah.
Yeah, you got me. I'm off HD. Come check me out. Subs, views, like, subscribe. Have a good time.
There you go. I like that. I am definitely interactive. The hippest mom in all of YouTube. Enough said.
Oh, the links are in the picture, except for Ronan's link is messed up. One in.
He's
Yeah,
hiding
Follow
it.
me on
It's
Twitter,
in the
though.
chat.
See,
It's my name in the
y'all really
chat.
should follow me on Twitter, though, because that's where the real shit happens, on Twitter. See, I might be, like, slow to get around to comments on YouTube. I'd be like a fiend on that Twitter, man. I love that Twitter stuff.
You guys check out my channel. I got a Facebook, a Twitter. You can all that. I got all that. Anyway, so in closing, I guess titties and beer, subs and views. It was a great show. Thank everybody for coming out.
Good stuff.
I want
Good
to thank
stuff.
Ron and Muff and
Good
Debbie. All right. Hope to see you guys next week.
See you
Peace out,
next
guys.
week, guys. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Titties and beer, views and subs.
Titties and beer.